Hello my dear Aries, welcome to your Spring 2024 Tarot spread. This reading is gonna be for the period between the Spring Equinox and the Summer Solstice. So depending on where you are in the world, this is gonna be either between the 20th of March and the 20th of June, or if you're in the US or South America, it's gonna be from the 19th of March to the 19th of June, okay? So, my dear Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, let's see what you can expect for this lovely spring that's gonna just start up here in a few days. This is also the beginning of the astrological new year. So, of course, it's gonna be an important period. It's something very special. That's why I'm coming to you with sign-based readings. I have my content planned for the rest of the year. There are gonna be a bunch of these sign-based readings for the equinoxes, the solstices, for Mercury retrograde. We're gonna have 3 times Mercury retrograde this year. And of course, when Jupiter goes into Gemini and when Pluto, which appeared here, is finally gonna step into Aquarius for the rest of the decade and the next decade and a bit of the decade after that. Other than that, I'm just gonna have the pick a card readings for you monthly, weekly, really a lot of interesting content planned here. So don't forget to join my channel if you haven't done so already. So, Aries, some interesting energies here. We have Uranus, we have Pallas, Pluto, and Neptune. So, the spring is gonna be really filled with a lot of interesting things for you. For the rest of the month of March, it's really recommended to focus on innovation, innovating any aspects of your life that feel stagnant. Whatever you are not happy with in your life, just don't be afraid to bring changes there for the rest of the month of March. Especially for those of you that are Aries Sun and that will celebrate your birthday in March, just be prepared that people are gonna think about you as a weirdo. You're gonna be eccentric, you're gonna be weird, you're gonna be out of the ordinary, and that's fine, it's expected. It's the energy that surrounds you for the rest of the month of March. If you channel it correctly, you can invent something, you can come up with new ideas, with new solutions. So you can channel this energy in a positive way in your job, in your career, in your professional development. You can channel this out-of-the-box thinking energy that you have here in March to solve issues in your personal life, in your professional life, in your home, in your family, wherever there are issues, blockages in your life. If you lean into the eccentricity, you can solve those problems from now until the end of March. Now, April comes with a completely different energy. In April, it's all about making a plan and sticking to your plan. In April, the key of success for you, Aries, is to really be strategic about the goals, about the objectives that you're setting for yourself. Again, whether they are personal or professional, doesn't really matter. They can even be health objectives, right? Doesn't really matter. Whatever objectives you have, just make sure you are very systematic in your approach to planning and executing the achievement of these targets that you set for yourself. April is also a very good month for all the Aries that need to go back and study something or obtain a certificate or, I don't know, graduate, finish a degree, anything related to education, higher education, passing an exam, very, very highly positively aspected here in the month of April. So if you can plan an exam or a certification in April, do so. It's gonna really pay off in the future. April is also a good month to focus on improving your skills in a certain area, but be very wise about what skills you are developing right now. Make sure they are skills that you will need in the future. Make sure those are skills that will be sought for in the labor market of the future. Let's call it like this. And for women, especially for women, maybe think about taking a self-defense class in April. That might be a good thing for you. Now May comes here with a very strong energy of transformation, of rebirth, of regeneration, right? In May, you're basically gonna be like the phoenix bird, burning down to ashes and then resurfacing from the rubbles, right? So be careful here in May, because something big is coming, a big transformation. If you are more go with the flow, it's gonna be easier for you. If you resist the changes coming in your life in May, it's gonna be very difficult and it's gonna be very painful. But it's up to you. It's up to you whether you embrace change or you try to fight it. If you try to fight it, I hope you are aware of the fact that you are not gonna win. Pluto is gonna win in this fight. And then June is a very dreamy month for you. June is all about watching movies and reading romance novels and escaping from reality. June is a great month to go travel, to maybe take a course, a tarot course, astrology course, numerology course, something related to your spiritual development. June is the perfect time to go do a retreat of some kind, right? Start meditating, start praying, start doing yoga, Pilates, whatever you want to do. June is the time to really focus on your spiritual and emotional well-being. In June, you're not really gonna be very well anchored in reality, so don't plan anything that really requires your mental energy and a lot of focus and determination in June, because it's not gonna happen. It's gonna be dissolved by this Neptunian energy. Now let's see, dear Aries, what are your biggest challenges in this spring? Oh, well, not a lot, I would say. Well, some challenges, I guess. So in the month of March, you really don't have a lot of challenges. Maybe the Geminis or the Leos in your life will challenge you a bit. But overall, March just looks like a time to be yourself, to be childlike, to be innocent, just to enjoy life, just to go with the flow, be creative, be as weird as you can be. This is going to be your challenge in March. If you're not as weird as you can be, and if you try to fit the mold of an adult, if you try to adult too much in March, you're gonna miss the mark, you're gonna miss all the opportunities, you're gonna miss all the great ideas that you can have. And then, of course, this is gonna cascade down and influence the rest of the season for you. So in March, just connect with your inner child. Be silly, be weird, do things that others might judge you for doing, say things that others will judge you for saying, and don't give a dead rat's ass about it. Just don't care about what people are thinking, because in March you're connecting to this Uranian energy. In March you're connecting to higher levels of consciousness, and for that you need this innocence. You really need to connect to your inner child, otherwise you're not gonna benefit fully from this energy. In April, your biggest challenge is that if you're gonna take this strategic thinking, and try to apply it way too much on your love life, it's not gonna work. So the strategic thinking that I was talking to you about for the month of April, that works for professional goals, for health goals, not so much for personal goals, it would seem. So you cannot plan love. You are not the screenplay writer of your own love story. You are the main character of your own love story. And as anyone who's ever watched any rom-coms, romantic comedies, right? As anyone who's ever watched any rom-coms know, the main character in a love story never knows what's gonna happen. So if you try to really control the situation way too much in your love situationship, relationship, whatever it is, it's gonna backfire. Another thing, challenging aspect here in April is For some of you that are gonna be starting new relationships in April, you might become so enthusiastic about your relationship that you will put your plans on hold, which is a big no-no, because all the plans that you put on hold in April, they will come to bite you in the ass in May. And you really don't want to put more burden on your shoulders in May. May is already a difficult month. May is already a heavy month. The results of the transformations you're going to be going through in May are going to be extremely positive, but the process itself, it's not going to be easy. So there's no point in me lying to you about this, right? In May, your biggest challenge is going to be anxiety and lack of sleep. If you don't sleep well, then you're going to become anxious, your immunity will go down, and everything will just spiral down. It all starts with the quality of your sleep. It all starts with your sleep hygiene, with how structured you are about your sleep, with how well you detach from electronics before going to sleep. This is really the key of your success in May. And if you don't do it, this is going to be your biggest challenge. Anxiety, fears, being tired, and it all stems from a lack of sleep or poor sleep quality. Now in June, your biggest challenge is either going to be a Libra. A Libra is going to really challenge you to be the best version of yourself, or your biggest challenge in June might be finding a balance between what's real and what's imaginary. As I told you, in June, you're really going to be focused on your inner world, on inner growth, on spiritual growth, and this might take you a bit far away from reality. Just because that's the energy of June doesn't mean that you can completely leave reality behind. It doesn't mean that you can forget to pay your mortgage or your utilities or your health insurance, car insurance, things like that. So you still need to keep yourself grounded in some things that need to happen for your own well-being. Now let's see your biggest blessings in this season of change for you, sorry, why did I say Taurus? Aries. We are still on Aries. Your biggest blessings for the rest of the month of March, your biggest blessing is gonna be learning from your mistakes. Doing a retrospective of your life, doing kind of like a small lessons learned from your past experiences, and not allowing your mistakes to keep you down, not allowing your mistakes to become roadblocks for you. This is your biggest blessing. If you manage to do this, if you manage to learn this lesson, Aries, nothing's gonna stop you now. And we can see this already here in April. Once you learn to look at your mistakes as stepping stones that bring you closer to success, the wheel of fortune starts moving round and round and round. The wheel of fortune starts spinning in your favor. Jupiter starts bringing you all the abundance that you seek. Now, in this is interesting. In May, your biggest blessing will be the people that challenge you. Because the people that challenge you, the people that put you in tough, difficult situations, even though they think they are winning, even though they are under the impression that they are blocking your success, actually what they're doing is that they are putting the spotlight on you. And whenever you are challenged, whenever people try to fight you, whenever people try to challenge you for dominance or for whatever challenges you might have here in May, that's actually your opportunity to step up to the plate, to show that you're the bigger person, to show that you are the smarter person, to show that you are the most prepared person, because some very important people will be watching you here in May. And the way in which you decide to deal with confrontations in the month of May, that will be your biggest blessing, Aries. So be careful here, really, because for me, what I've seen, especially with these two cards, is that your biggest blessings this spring are actually the way in which you overcome certain difficulties. And your biggest blessing in June will be that June will come with a period of pause, of rest. Not a lot of things are really happening here in June in the external, in the material world. So you can take a step back, you can take a breather. June is mostly a waiting game, and you kind of need this, especially after all the events of March, April, and May. Especially after May, you need this time down in June. It's actually gonna be something positive for you. And another big blessing for you here in June is the fact that you don't get the results as fast as you want them to come. And that will make you value your work, value yourself, and value those results more. Now, let's see a final angelic guidance for all my beautiful Aries for this spring season that's just about to start here in a few days. Okay, your angel message, just to really wrap up your reading, is that abundance is coming to you. And we see this with Pluto, with the Wheel of Fortune, with the Seven of Pentacles, with the Sun here. There's really a lot of money coming to you. You are now just preparing for all the abundance that's gonna come to you later in the summer, in the autumn seasons. Spring is really here just to prepare you, so when all the success comes, you know how to deal with it. You know how to value your work, to value the people that challenge you in a good way versus the people that challenge you in a bad way. This is basically spring cleaning for you, Aries. You are cleaning your energy and the energies of the people around you. You are basically setting yourself up for success. Congratulations, Aries. I'm kind of a little bit jealous of you. I wish I had more Aries placements. I only have Venus and Jupiter in Aries, but I think, yeah, I'm gonna take it. I'm just gonna take it as a win for me as well. I hope you have a lovely spring. Don't forget to like this video, leave me a comment. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, as I promise now I'm actually gonna get on a regular posting schedule for you guys. And yeah, I really hope to see you in the next video as well. Have a nice spring. See you in the next video. Bye.